Hi, guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about Shrek. One day in the woods, a talking jackass enters Shrek's domain, sought after by a gathering of knights. The head knight orders Shrek to be captured, yet Shrek easily drives them away and saves Jackass. An appreciative Jackass thanks Shrek repeatedly to the latter's annoyance and persuades him to spend the night beyond Shrek's home. Regardless, more fantasy animals will soon appear and begin to populate his swamp. Shrek inquires as to why they have arrived and discovers that Master Farquaad has largely unloaded them. Shocked, Shrek takes Jackass and goes to his palace to request his marsh back. If you are enjoying my video, please subscribe. It's free, and you will get notified when we post a new video. After showing up at Farquaad's palace in Duloc, he overcomes each knight in a challenge to figure out who will safeguard Princess Fiona. Farquaad is interested in the outcome, and he makes a deal with Shrek. If he saves his princess, he will return Shrek's swamp. Once more, Shrek concurs, and the pair set off for the dim palace that Fiona is locked away in, protected by a fire-breathing mythical serpent. On the whole, Shrek and Jackass need to cross the main rope scaffold to the palace, draping dubiously over a pool of magma. Shrek instructs Jackass to find steps because the princess will be in the most notable room of the tallest pinnacle, while Shrek himself searches for the mythical serpent. Tragically, Jackass coincidentally tracks down the winged serpent, and Shrek is compelled to battle it, only to be flung by its tail directly through the top of the tallest pinnacle. While Jackass keeps the winged serpent involved, Shrek meets Princess Fiona interestingly and leaves with her close by. After they salvage Jackass and get away from the palace, Fiona demands that Shrek take his cap off and is repulsed by the way that Shrek is a monstrosity. Shrek seems not to mind and takes Fiona forcibly to Farquaad. As sunset methodologies set in, Fiona requested they set up camp. Oddly enough, she segregated herself in a cavern, oddly enough. That evening, Shrek and Jackass bond while stargazing, and Shrek has such faith in Jackass that he decides to live alone because many people with the exception of Jackass prefer to fear and generalize him rather than get to know him. The following day, the trio proceeds to Duloc and experiences the Joyful Men, where Fiona uncovers her amazing combative technique abilities. After the battle, Fiona sees a bolt in Shrek's butt and orders Jackass to find a blue blossom with red thistles just to dispose of him. In spite of some trouble, Fiona figures out how to eliminate the bolt, and they proceed with their excursion. All through the remainder of the excursion back to Farquaad, Fiona gets used to Shrek and Jackass, and Shrek starts to experience passionate feelings for Fiona. In any case, while bringing her a blossom that night in the wake of halting to camp at an old plant, Shrek hears Fiona conversing with Jackass about how nobody could cherish such a terrible beast. Shrek believes she's discussing him, which rankles and hurts him. He proceeds to carry Farquaad and his knights to his palace. As guaranteed, Shrek gets his bog back, and he will be without anyone else by and by. However, Shrek is still unhappy, so after a heated argument, he apologizes to Jackass, with the last option being convincing Shrek to return Fiona. They take Winged Serpent with whom Jackass began a relationship to ruler Farquaad's royal residence. Shrek crashes their wedding and admits to Fiona that he cherishes her. From the outset, Fiona lets him know that he's past the point of no return and gets ready to kiss Farquaad. In any case, the sun starts to go down, and Fiona changes into a beast as well, which is amazing. Shrek understands that she was discussing herself back at the windmill rather than him, saying that makes sense of a great deal in a timid way. Farquaad, on the other hand, is sick of her and orders her to be detained at the pinnacle and Shrek to be captured. As the watchmen arrive, Shrek considers himself wrecked, but he manages to gather Jackass and the mythical beast by whistling. They burst through the stained glass windows of the congregation, and the mythical beast eats Farquaad, killing him. Shrek and Fiona kiss, breaking her revulsion but turning her into a beast for all time. Fiona is as yet uncertain about herself, but Shrek guarantees Fiona that he actually believes she's delightful, and they get married. The story closes with Shrek and Fiona's wedding, and they're going off in an onion carriage en route to their special first night. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe. We are a growing channel and would love a little bit of support. Thank you again. Have a great movie-filled day. Peace out.